There are literally thousands of these documents that are produced weekly, and there are some that obviously elevate to a threshold where it's information that the CSIS would determine, or the safety deputy minister would determine, needs to be shared with the minister. And in that case, this did not happen. And so one of the things that I think is very appropriate and important is that Minister Mendicino has recently issued a ministerial directive to CSIS and to public safety that information, particularly as it pertains to any threat against a member of Parliament or their families, must be brought to the attention.
So Jody Thomas says that the Deputy Minister receives the memo. You say you don't know if they did. What are Canadians to take away from all this?
Well, again, the CSIS and the Deputy Minister see a great deal of information. They make a determination whether this is something, the information they have available is the Minister needs to know it. And if they determine that this is something that needs to be shared with the Minister, then there is a mechanism, and there always has been, to go into a secure facility. It's played before me. But all I can say with absolute certainty is that this information was never shared with me or my staff. In July 2021, I became aware of it when it was reported.
So is the CSIS director at fault then? Is the CSIS director at fault then? David Vigneault at fault?
Again, I don't have the information to make that determination, but all I can say with absolute certainty is that information wasn't shared with me, and we are looking at, and it's one of the important work that I think Mr. Johnson's been doing for us to determine whether or not something either didn't happen that should have, or happened that shouldn't have happened, but I can only say with absolute certainty that information was never shared with me.